y'all? It's Poppin, and welcome back to What's Poppin podcast. I got my two special guests here with me today. 7spittah.
Hey.
Stunnababy.
What's the deal?
So, yeah, you're a regular here. You notice that something is a little different. The location, the vibe, the energy, all that. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about why things are different, why the location is different, and a little bit about the journey of being an entrepreneur. Okay?
Can you tell us about that though?
Yeah.
Like what happened with the relocation?
Okay, so what happened with the relocation is last Saturday, I woke up and the person who I go through for the podcast writes me and says, no more radio shows. I left the station. And two separate messages. He says that, and to be honest, ever since then, my mind already works. Like, I'm already thinking about 1,000 things at one time, but ever since he said that, I'm like, got so much on my brain. Like, I'm like trying to figure out what's next. You know, like I'm at a radio station, you know, I have my show. We're booked up until August. So this is not like something I could just tell people like, we gotta reschedule. That's a whole lot of rescheduling to do. You know, so it really threw me for a big loop. And I don't appreciate that loop. Now in the ending I do.
We here now.
Yeah, in the ending
Let's talk about that.
I really do appreciate it in the ending, but that transition, that moment, this little 4-5 days it's been like a real entrepreneur thing. Like, you gotta figure this out. Like, and to be honest, like, Beezy really, she made it all way easier for me, because when it happened, I was finna go to the internet. I was finna be like, he sent me this. I need somebody to help me find me another thing. These people got me, like, I was finna go the whole rep. She like, no, don't go telling people your business, because some people get happy off of stuff like that. Like, some people like don't like to see you doing good. So I'm like, you know what? That is a good idea, because that is true. So I'm like, what I will do though is use my platform to talk about it, because I don't like this. I don't like scenarios of people tearing other people down, because that's what it is. Like, you are intentionally saying, these are the people I brought to the station, and since I'm leaving, they're leaving. We're entrepreneurs. We're not here for you.
How you think you handling this stuff? How you think you taking this?
Honestly, behind closed doors, like a maniac. Like a maniac. I've been up to like 4 o'clock in the morning, like thinking, what's Poppin podcast?
What you think about for people that's like entrepreneurs, or trying to become entrepreneurs, or like trying to do what you're doing? I feel like, how do you feel like you handling it? Like, you know?
I mean, I feel like I'm handling it well. I'm handling it well, honestly. And I do have to say that out loud, because I do feel that way sometimes, but I'm real hard on myself. Like, I always feel like, nah, you need to do better. Like, you need to go harder. Like, it never stops. Like, it's like, what are you doing chilling? You don't even have a logo. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I'm always thinking of like ways to improve. So it's like, to have that, I know that's gonna help me out. But right now, like in this second, I feel happy. Like, I feel like I'm on somebody else's podcast.
Yeah. But this is what's Poppin.
Yeah, and it's like it be that challenge, but for entrepreneurs, what I can't say is, as long as you keep going, you'll be able to get that feeling that I'm feeling now. You know, because I could have just said, all right, I'm not gonna do your interview no more. I'm gonna just stop the whole podcast until I figure it out. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you stop, you will never know what it's like to like have that moment of like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. You know, so.
You did that shit.
Thank you.
That's what I think.
I appreciate that. I
think that, because I'm like, you feel me?
Yeah.
It was how I was in the DMs, like, okay.
Yeah, and you was real supportive, like y'all was supposed to come, you know, that day. I had to tell y'all that day. I'm like,
I was so hopeful it was going on. I'm like, but you know, I feel like you resolved that shit so fast. You know what I mean?
And I really tried, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate Beezy, because honestly,
I think we all ready for your journey.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we all ready to see what you gonna do that you like to do. We watch and see what you do with it. You set trends, you set toes.
Yeah.
So we like to see what you do by yourself.
That's what I say. I think it's better. Like, I feel like, okay, yeah, you know how they say God work in mysterious ways. You know the devil be working. I feel like that was just a situation that you probably didn't need to be in anyway. In a sense, this shit gonna be better for you. And guess what? In a sense, you being with it like on the station, you could never really be bigger than the program.
Exactly.
But now you can. Now you are the program.
And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The first thing that I thought about, I said I gotta put together Poppin production. I gotta make Poppin production. Like I gotta put a whole production together because at the end of the day, I know the back end, the front end of this shit, of the camera shit, the editing shit, the hosting shit. You know, I know like the inside and out of it. Like I went to school for media and arts, so that's radio and TV. So all this shit, like I'm very aware of, and it's like it's just time to use that shit. And like you said, I'm not gonna lie, I was literally just telling Beezy, like, this literally makes me happy. Like my podcast, I love doing that. Like I do that shit every day. Like I want this shit to never end. And it's like I don't want to never feel like nobody can be like, oh no, you're not doing that no more.
You could
like,
be nice to do more. You could add more bookings to this shit. It ain't gotta be one day out the week.
Exactly. So
like,
on that tip,
let's start.
We opened up Wednesdays. Yeah. So now we got Wednesdays open. So for those who are interested, even though we are booked on Saturdays, we got every Wednesday open. So we're just gonna start there. And I want to add a live audience. So that's our next biggest thing. I want about maybe 10, 15, less. I don't even care if it's 5. I don't care. I just sit here and enjoy the show live, ask questions. You can get on camera, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, I just want to make it different. I want to make it special. Now that that's off my chest. Not that's over with.
We cleared the area.
Not that's clear.
Because I was wondering what's going on.
Yeah, and I've been mad about that for a long time. So I really was like, you know, let's get to the interview.